Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about my empties for the month of June I think. I think this is the first empties that I'm doing this entire year, which is pretty amazing. And it's not even it's not even full. There is still some room in here. I'm just having a little trouble emptying my empties at the moment, so I thought we would go through them anyway. So in no particular order because I'm lazy, I finished up one of the Lush Cocoa Sugar Scrubs. This was shaped like a little wee rabbit and I thought it was so cute. It came out for Easter. However, I do find them to be extremely harsh on the skin. These are body exfoliators, and it kind of suggests that you can take the whole rabbit and just rub it on your skin. However, I found that to be extremely painful. Like, they're rock solid. It's like rubbing frickin' rock on your skin. And they're supposed to be one use, so you're supposed to like put a lot of water on it and then rub it, and I still found that to be terribly too exfoliating for my skin. So what I ended up having to do was to break pieces off and then like put a bunch of water and mush it up before using it, and then it was tolerable, and they do smell nice. This one smells like, yeah, this one was a vanilla one and he was delightful once I'd figured out how to use him best. However, I cannot just rub it on my skin straight. It just was ugh. Then I have 2 packets of the Daiso Puff and Sponge Detergent. I love this stuff. I use it every week to clean my brushes and my puffs, and I cannot live without it. These are my last 2 bottles that I've filled up my little container with. So I've got like a little squishy container so that I can dip the brushes into it without being like really hygienic and stuff. So I do need to go and get some more of these. I buy them in like, I think it's like 3 for 15 New Zealand dollars, and I still can't find them online for any cheaper, so I do need to buy some more of those. I finished up my Klairs Gentle Black Deep Cleansing Oil. This one took a little hiatus in my bathroom for a while because it was just too thick and annoying, so I changed cleansers for a while. This is an oil cleanser, and since finishing this one, and well, I must have finished the other one before, I actually haven't gone back and used another oil cleanser because I feel like my skin just doesn't particularly need it. It was an unnecessary step, and some cleansers were causing my skin to break out a little bit, and my skin has been beautiful and clear ever since stopping. So it's not to say that double cleansing is bad, because I still use a eye makeup remover to remove all of my makeup and then cleanse. I'm still double cleansing, just not with an oil cleanser. I didn't like this one and I wouldn't repurchase it. I finished up yet another Body Shop Camomile waterproof eye and lip makeup remover. I really enjoy these. They take off my makeup beautifully. They leave my skin feeling very nice, but they are expensive. So I think it's like almost 30 New Zealand dollars for one of these little bottles, which does usually last me, I think, 3 to 4 months. And I got a different one this time, and I have to say it's a K-beauty brand and it smells really nice. It's from the Face Shop, but it's not as good. So I think I'm going to be trying out some more K-beauty brands to see if I can find an eye makeup remover that rivals this one, but for a lot less money. If you guys have got any suggestions, please do let me know. I finished up my Neogen Real Fresh Cleansing Stick in green tea. This lived in my shower for the last of its lifetime, and it was very helpful in the shower. I just don't like this as much as I like the rose cleansing sticks. So I love my Sun 37, that's like a holy grail, and then at the moment I've got the Pure May stick. The Pure May, the packaging isn't as good as the Sun 37. The Sun 37 has a lid that looks like this, so it's just over the top of the cap there, and you can leave the product a little bit wound up, whereas the Pure May, the cap like slides on like a chapstick tube, so it goes all the way down to the bottom. And I find that when you're holding onto it in the shower, for example, like for the Sun 37 one, you're going to get water on the side of the barrel, and then when you put the cap back over the water, it just stays in there and everything stays moist, and it's not the most hygienic. So I do hope still that Sun 37 is bringing back their Miracle Rose cleansing stick. I will not be repurchasing this one. I will try and resource one of the Pure May ones in the meantime. This is okay. I just didn't love it. I finished up as much as I could the Nacific Real Floral Toner in Rose. It does have some in the bottle because it's got the rose petals down the bottom, but I can't actually get any more of the product out through the top because the rose petals clog up the top. So I cannot get any more out. I did enjoy this, but not to the point where I would repurchase it. It's a lot of toner. It's 180 mils, so it is quite big, although a lot of the other toners are the same size and I go through them way quicker, but it was just a little bit too light for my skin. My skin wants and needs a heavier toner, so it's not something I would repurchase, but it was nice to use and the rose petals were very fun to play with. I finished up another Holy Grail. This is the I'm From Ginseng Serum. I absolutely love these. I will repurchase them again and again and again. They are a little bit more expensive, but last time I got them on YesStyle and they were much cheaper than getting them from Wish Trend. So I think I'm going to be getting another one from YesStyle. I will get another one of these. I love it. It makes my skin feel so beautiful like you would not believe. Another possible repurchase is the Purito Centella Green Level Buffet Serum. I really enjoyed this. It smells like lavender and it made my skin feel super soft and nourished. It was better in summer, I have to say, than in winter because it is autumn going on winter at the moment in New Zealand, which explains the dingy kind of blue light because there is actually no sunlight anymore. It started raining. And this one, it was really nice in summer. It was hydrating enough for me to use but not over the top so that my skin felt like greasy and oily, but in winter I felt like I needed to layer it up with another serum, so it's potentially one that I'll repurchase in summer but not winter. I finished up one of my AzClear Action Medicated Lotions. This is a 20% azelaic acid lotion, which I absolutely love for my skin. I have another backup that is already waiting for me, but I haven't had any acne in ages, which is like, great, fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I am over the moon. So I have finished this one and I have a backup already, so I will definitely be using this if I do get any pesky spots that pop up. I also finished up my Banila Co. Miss Flower and Mr. Honey Cream. This one was so old it was getting a little bit like to the point where I probably should throw it out, but I powered through and used it anyway, and honestly my skin felt so lovely. It's such a beautiful cream. It smells, oh, it even still smells good. It's just everything that I love in a night cream, and I will definitely be repurchasing this. However, I do wish that they made it in a smaller jar because even though this jar itself is gorgeous, it is very big and unwieldy. I don't even know how many mils are in this. I can't, 70 mils. So it's not even like, because the outside packaging is so big. Yeah, but it does look like a little honeycomb, so I can see why they do it, but it's just so big. Maybe I'll decant it into something just for storage. But no, I will definitely be purchasing another one of these. I love this. I finished up two sunscreens. The first one is the Sunkiller Perfect Strong Plus, which I love for summer. It is super lightweight. It dries down to a very like matte powdery finish on the skin, and I just absolutely love it. I will repurchase it again for summer, not winter because I prefer a more moisturizing sunscreen, but definitely for the summer. And then I also finished up the Nacific Fresh Herb Origin Sunblock, and I really did enjoy using this, but then I tried the Klairs straight afterwards and I love the Klairs more than I love this. So I won't be repurchasing this, but only because I tried the Klairs straight afterwards and I prefer the Klairs as a moisturizing sunscreen. But this one was really nice. It had a nice light sort of feel to the skin. It was moisturizing without being too heavy and slippery. It did have a little bit of a white cast, but it wasn't too bad. For makeup, I finished off one of my Etude House Double Lasting Cushions. This one was in the shade Y03 Ivory, and I did really like the color, and in the end I did enjoy the formula enough that I finished it, but it's not something I would repurchase because I didn't love the formula. I also finished up 3 cushion puffs in the sense that they are getting like bald and breaking at the seams, so 3 cushion puffs. Finally, my 2 Laneige cushion puffs are gone. I haven't had a Laneige cushion in over a year and a bit, so the cushions well lasted like for the money. It was so good. Oh, and a Holika one. I don't know. Oh, this one's starting to like rip around the edges, so that'll be why that one is in the bin too. I also finished up a liquid liner. This one is the Holika Sharp Pen Liner. This one actually lasted way longer than I anticipated it to. I cannot get the lid off. Oh my gosh. And it probably is, yeah, it's gone back to being nice and inky now, but it wasn't very good for a while. It actually had quite a good like pen nib. Does that make any sense? Like the brush tip was really fine, so I could get really good lines. So especially around the inner part of my eye, I don't like to have a thick line because otherwise I feel like my eyes look wonky, because my eyes are a weird shape and they're not the same shape. So pen liners I think are really specific. I really like some things in them, and having a really sharp point is one of the things that I did like. So this one being a sharp pen liner, I loved the point, but I felt like the formula didn't last that long. It was easily like smudged or flaked off. So I did use this one up as much as I could, but I wasn't that sad to let it go. I also finished off a body butter from the Body Shop. I got the Shea Butter Smell, which was Really, really good. So I used a whole thing of that up, and I have a replacement, which is the Face Shop Camellia oil, and it's just not as good. My problem with the Body Shop ones is that they are horrendously expensive, but my legs are chronically dry. Like, they're disgusting. I don't know why my legs, out of everything on my body, is the driest part, but there you go. My legs are super dry and they need something really thick. So the Face Shop one isn't cutting it, and I probably need to get another one of these. If you have any K-beauty or cheaper recommendations that are easy to source internationally, because obviously in New Zealand we don't have a lot of stores that everybody else has, sadly, give me some recommendations, let me know. I also finished up my Holy Grail nail polish topper, or clear top coat. This is the C&D Vinylux Weekly Top Coat. It's super thick, it dries down really quickly and gives you that glossy gel-like finish without having a gel polish on, and it really helps with the longevity of my nail polish. I love this stuff. You guys might have noticed that I haven't been painting my nails recently. I just don't have time. That's why. So bare nails, they're very short at the moment because I am a piano teacher for the most part at the moment. So I need short nails, which is a shame, but they grow long in the holidays, don't worry. And then last but not least, I have AzClear's Midnight Blue Calming Sheet Mask in here. I did enjoy using this, but not so much that I would repurchase it. I don't know why I put this in here and not the tons of other sheet masks that I have used. Say tons, maybe like 10. I haven't put any of the sheet masks in the empties because I never remember what they do. They're all just kind of like, it was a sheet mask. Awesome. But this one I did enjoy using. I don't know why it's in here, but it is. So that is it for my June empties. Next week what I'm going to be doing is showing you all of the products that I am going to be getting rid of but haven't emptied, because I thought it would be an interesting thing to show you some of the things that I actually don't end up keeping and for what reason, and if I would, obviously I'm not going to repurchase them, but why I wouldn't repurchase them or use them up. So that will be coming up next week, theoretically, unless something else interrupts it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.